Welcome back to Island Life Live. We have royalty in the house. Paula Akana is the president and CEO of Friends of ʻIolani Palace. Aloha, Paula. That's so beautiful. We have Jodi Pihana, she's a Kapa practitioner, and kumu Dalani Tanahy from Kapa Hawaiʻi LLC. Aloha, ladies, and welcome.
Aloha.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So happy to be here.
Yeah.
We're celebrating August as Kapa month, kind of an unofficial in our own terms. And we're really excited because this Friday, the 14th, we'll have all-day Kapa on the grounds of ʻIolani Palace.
Wow.
From 10 to 5-ish, around there.
10 to whenever we post.
10 to whenever we post. Yeah.
Oh, don't say that because we might want to wrap early. You know?
And this was really a dream of the ladies who are sitting next to me, especially Dalani. Let's talk a little bit about why.
It's a dream of many of us. Well, the event at the Palace is part of our Kapa conference event, getting together the people, the women and the men who actually help revive Kapa making about the same during the Renaissance, during Hokulea and all of that time when people went, hey, we used to do really cool Hawaiian things. We should do them again. And so then people started, especially in going to the South Pacific to kind of relearn from there and then come back and then relearn what our very particular methods and things are. Yeah. So we've been able to do that. And so we're doing this conference to get the OGs with the young Gs and get everybody kind of just seeing the genealogies and what people have done. And so part of it was to have Kapa demonstrations and bring all of our people down to the Palace. And little did we know, but the Palace has a wonderful Kapa collection.
Of its own.
That many of us had not seen.
Wow.
Very, very beautiful pieces. And so we were just really excited to share that with some of our Kapa people. And so that's one of our events. But this is a public event. Everybody's invited to come. We hope everyone will come. We hope there's no big storms that day. So just packing
We're going to pull it. We're going to pull it hard.
We've been planning this so long. But, we'll figure out a plan B if anything. But then along with that, we also have a Kapa makeke down in Kapolei and at Kamakanali'i, and we'll have Jodi talk about it.
Yeah, Jodi, I saw you laying out some of these beautiful goods here.
So we have about 15, 16 Kapa practitioners that have made their Kapa pieces, either handmade Kapa or Kapa inspired. And they're all part of a cohort program that we were doing with Hiohia. And all of the cohorts had to come out with products that I think one for kind of what is Kapa in the modern day and then how we can keep it living and to supplement income and put things out there to sell and get people knowing Kapa.
This is exciting.
These are all some of those pieces. So
What's the exciting part about having it on the west side?
So the exciting part is that in the back side of our store, we have a Kapa art gallery and set up like a regular art gallery. And so we figured being on the west side, we have so much locals feel comfortable enough to go into a gallery and walk around and see all the things, and they come out like, wow.
Inspired. They inspired too, right?
Yeah, and asking questions, and that's what we want, to get Kapa out there, get people knowing what it is, and
and showing that it's relevant. It's not a piece that we saw in the past.
Yeah, this is not history in one glass box, right?
Yes.
It's living. Can
Tell
you
us
tell us a
about,
little?
yeah, please, Kumu, please tell us about this.
Well, one of our the Kapa practitioners who's in the shop, and this piece is actually in there. Paula's trying to bargain with her husband to get it.
Uncle Bob, hello.
Yeah. But this is a piece of handmade Kapa, and then the artist did some crochet and made this beautiful thing, and kind of in the style of the kind of shawls and throws that the women wore back in the day, and even this beautiful piece here.
Wow.
I'm not even going to tell you the secrets about it, of how it's made, but it's really awesome, and we also have these for sale.
Oh so it looks like lehulu almost.
It is beautiful.
It looks like pupu, it's just beautiful, and that's that's the thing that we want people to learn is that our Kapa is different from the Kapa across our cousins across the Pacific, because we do that extra fermentation.
Yep.
This was also a
Little
Kapa
smell.
student. She knows of which she's
has some
Come on
EK too.
now.
So
But
yes,
it's
yes, yes.
softer and it's more delicate.
But I also love the fact that we're evolving. We are using this craft and we're pushing it into the future so that it's continuing to live and breathe and grow.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for that, ladies. We
Exactly.
appreciate that. Can I touch?
Yes.
Oh, it is. It's very, very soft.
So come
I
down
don't like touch
Friday
them.
between
My hand's oily.
10 and 5 at the Palace. They'll be in a big tent underneath the Palace grounds, and they'll be showing all the different stages of making kapa. You can try it yourself. We have some things in the gift shop as well, in the retail shop.
And then the shop, the makeke at Kamakana Li'i is open until the end of the month.
Yep. From 10 in the morning to 7 in the evening. And we're located right next to T-Mobile.
Okay,
Exciting,
solid.
ladies.
Right on.
Thank you so much. Paula Akana, Jodi Pihana, and Dalani Tanahy, thank you so much for being here, ladies.
Thank you.
We love it. Now, family, if it's your birthday, we are going to be celebrating you in just a few moments right here on Island Life Live.